Hello, welcome to the literary and jury charge portion of the 60 class. I'm going to start out with a simple paragraph and then we'll move on to other material. Okay, and I will read this at 60. Ready? We would like to bring to your attention to the fact that your account is 9 weeks past due. We don't like to email letters of this type, and fortunately, this is the first time we have had to email to your company. We want to be sure you are aware of the situation and let you know we hope you will bring your account current. Sometimes these things happen with new customers because they are unsure of the terms of their account. Our wish is to continue serving your needs. Kindly remit your payment to the Home Savings Bank. Again, we want to continue your business relationship in the years ahead. And this is the only way we can. If we do not hear from you, your credit privileges will be suspended. Okay, I'm going to finish this article that we started called The Lawyer and the Punk. Here we go. Ready? This did not mean I became a saint. I often hung out on campus in front of a statue of St. John Baptist, arguing about politics or religion or just about anything. I remember red faces and laughter. It was great, particularly since I knew in those days that I was never wrong, but at least my weapon was now my intellect, not my fist. If anyone had told me back when I was flipping the coin that I was going to be some big man on campus, I would have laughed in his face. But in my sophomore year, I was made head of the English Majors Society, reporter for the school paper, president of the drama club, and in 1991, my family watched with pride as I received my degree. I left that place with a dream to be a writer. I would hear about Joe Thompson from my mother from time to time. There were always stories, almost legends, about his successes, his cracking a witness's story on the stand, or getting in some powerful person's hair. For all his tough style, though, there was a sweetness to him, shown in his pro bono work with disadvantaged folks. Maybe it was the flip side of a desire to control those around him that drove him to try to improve people's destinies. He was, in fact, so emotional that fellow lawyers called him the man with onions in his pocket for his tendency to cry in court. Still, I had no idea what he had done for me, but it was a kind of tribute to him, I guess, that I found myself once more before Brother Gregory, pleading the case of a buddy of mine who was having trouble in another school. The dean seemed amused by the déjà vu, but agreed to let Ian Wolowski, a Jew, enroll. And Ian, too, graduated after being immersed in the world of great ideas. I like to think Joe Thompson started a kind of chain of failed kids helping one another that continues to this day. Several years ago, I heard that Joe, in his 80s and crippled from arthritis, had suffered an aneurysm and was in frail health. Perhaps even worse, he could no longer practice law. He was deeply depressed. It finally dawned on me that I had never thanked him, this man who had buffaloed me to straighten up with a single act of kindness. So I got a copy of my first published book and wrote inside, "Dear Joe, enclosed is the first book I wrote. I thought you'd like to know that things are going very well. I'm a full-time writer, 6 books, happily married, and I have 3 great children. But I wanted to say that none of it would have happened without the love and belief you gave me that summer day in 1987. I'll never forget you. Love, Tom. A week later, I got a note from Joe, obviously written with difficulty. Dear Tom, you made an old man cry. Thank you, Joe. 2 weeks later, Joe Thompson passed away. At the funeral, his widow, Dorothy, told me my note had pulled him out of the doldrums. As I left the funeral home, for the first time, I understood. I may have given Joe a few days of happiness, but he gave me my life. Okay. Great article, huh? Okay, moving on to the next article. This is called Copyrights. Here we go. I'm going to give you a short word list before I give you the material. We've got patents, copyright, registered, inventor, intelligence, infringement, monetary, injunction, author, composer, designer, artist. Okay, here we go. Ready? A substantial number of individuals, businesses, and corporations find it necessary to secure patents or copyrights. A patent is the registered right of the inventor to make, use, and sell his invention. A patent is valid for a period of 17 years. The patent application should be filled out carefully. There is a small filing fee which must accompany the application or to be paid online. A suit for patent infringement by another may be brought. Such suits are costly and time-consuming. However, if an infringement can be proved, monetary damages and an injunction are available. A copyright is the registered right of an author, composer, designer, or artist to reproduce, publish, and sell their works, books, music, art, and other original material which are the result of the skill and intelligence of the creator. Copyrights are granted for a period of 28 years and may be renewed for a second 28-year period. The holder of a copyright may sue anyone for damages who violates that copyright. Copyrights may be held by individuals or by a company, such as a publishing company. Okay. Again, some of these words may be difficult, but you just need to write them out phonetically. Okay. All right, so I'm going to give you some legal terms and then I'm going to read you a paragraph. Okay, you're going to hear individual, reporter, verbatim, clerk, testimony, which you can write as initial T, final M, record, R-O-R-D, bailiff can be squeezed, B-L-I-F, bliff, courtroom, K-R-A-O-M, oath, swear, presence, juror, J-A-O-R, administer. Okay, here's your paragraph. Ready? There are several individuals in the courtroom at the time of trial. These include not only the judge, the attorneys, the plaintiff, the defendant, and the witnesses, but several other individuals whose presence is necessary. The clerk of the court keeps a record of each case that is tried. The clerk administers the oath to the jurors and swears in each of the witnesses. The bailiff or other courtroom attendants maintain order in the courtroom and remain on call to assist the judge in carrying on the business of the court. The court reporter records verbatim all testimony and colloquy. Now, I didn't give you this in the beginning, but I am going to give it to you now. Plaintiff, the brief for plaintiff is PL final F. Defendant is D-E-F-T. Okay, D-E-F-T. All right, so write those down and practice those if you don't already know them. They come up a lot, so those are common briefs that you're going to hear over and over again. So you want to get those down. Write them down in a book and practice those. Okay? All right, that concludes our literary and jury charge for the 60 class. Have a great day.